Hi everybody, welcome to another Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil.
I'm Diva.
Last episode's Blair Athol with this sulphury finish. The more we tasted it, the more we kept saying, well, I prefer something else, And it all came down to Dark Cove. So more or less it's not on the shelf, which is a little sad. But we will be looking at Dark Cove again today, I think, because this one is sort of similar, smoky. So, what are we doing? Today we are going to be blind tasting a group pick. Bottle number 194 out of 300 whiskies we're blind tasting. You can see the other 110-ish are still on the shelf here waiting to go. Up at the top are things that we have ranked before. And as part of that, of course, we have the viscometer. So let's charge it up and start a measurement for today's whiskey. And go. There we go. Now, today's homework yesterday. I was excited at first, but then we kind of cooled off a little bit, didn't we? So let's see if it's any better today. Timer. Let's see if I can remember everything. Probably not. So, for the next 12 minutes, we're going to nose it.
Oh, maybe 10 minutes.
It's never 10 minutes. Taste it, rank it somewhere on the shelf. And this was yesterday's glass. And there is ashy dust left behind.
It's sweet.
Sweet as well. Yeah, I called it liquid smoke strawberries, but it's like strawberry syrup or even strawberry artificial.
Apple juice.
Yeah, apple juice and smoke.
Carbonated but smoke. It's not grey sweet. It's more of apple sweet.
Yeah, apple soot. Sounds like that Blair Athol was in a sherry cask that maybe had a bit too much sulphur, Tim. You're right. Right. Today's glass. How are the bubbles? Well, they look pretty healthy, don't they? Big bubbles, so it looks dark as well. Now, actually, is that?
It's very bright colour.
I'm just trying to get a look at that colour because let's try the other camera. It tends to be more colour accurate. Is that slightly pink? Could be. Oh, where's the viscometer? Turned it off by mistake. Okay, so it's more fruity than smoky, actually, isn't it?
The peat is not a type of peat. It's more of a space type of peat.
Oh, you think it might be Highland peat and not Isla peat? I don't know. I mean, that's... If you pour it into the other glass, it's got a bit of that iodine thing going.
But I meant to say that it's not grey black sweet. It's more of sweet peat. And that's why I think of space side.
Bit of cheating. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Not as... Okay, so is it sherry or is it wine? Probably sherry, isn't it?
A combination of Ex-Bourbon and sherry, but I'm not picking a vanilla, so it's more sherry.
See, we thought yesterday it goes slightly funky, not in a Springbank way, but it does go funky in a way that wine casks can be funky.
Shoe polish.
Shoe polish.
Or a polish.
Yeah. Relatively simple on the nose. Maybe a port pipe, sorry. Could be. How's our timer? Shall I just wait for the timer? Otherwise I'll miss it. Yeah. It's going quite long. Any prunes, Greg? I don't think there are prunes in this.
No, it's more of an apple juice. Apple? A bacon.
And 340, let's call it. Very good. Well, 340 works out about average. 107, 108%, that works out at. So we're not getting any noticeable high or low viscosity. Right, bubbles. We haven't had the bubbles yet. Let's go. Let's go bubbles. Oh, that looked pretty high. Okay, 46. Looks higher than that. 50. Well, they disappear fast.
So that's
hang on.
48.
Now I'm a bit confused because I didn't think it tasted that strong from yesterday. They disappear fast and they do look quite big, but I don't believe it's 56. Could it be 50? Oh, these are quite unique bubbles, I think.
So it's 48 to 50.
These bubbles are quite unusual because they disappear fast and they're quite fat the way a high ABV would be. But it also has these little tiny bubbles that you get with lower ABV. Whoa. I don't know, but I remember thinking yesterday it didn't taste that strong. I don't think it's over 50.
I think it's 48 to 50.
46 to 48. Peaches.
Right.
And it's not super smoky, is it? Let's go to this empty glass again. Bobby J, I don't think it's Springbank Funk. No. Whiskey Throttle, you've missed nothing. We haven't tasted it yet. ABV. Now, of course, if it's in the 46s, there's a lot of bottles in that section down there under the shelf. Shall we try with water? Peated whiskey tends to go quite weird with water. Don't waste a drip. But we'll do it anyway. I mean, a lot of water for our first little warm-up sip. Yeah, so it's gone very plasticine in a way that I don't like at all. Yeah, but that...
Rubber tire.
Yeah, rubber tires, but it does bring out those notes. Yeah, rubber tires, that's probably the closest.
Maybe because of the water, but I'm not getting rubber tire.
Yeah, rubber tires and apple juice.
No, I'm coming more beat.
Okay, let's
Grey, black.
in fact, I'm just going to go full. That didn't taste strong with all that water, and sometimes the high ABVs are still strong with the water. Let's go full strength.
But experiment.
Okay, a little bit of a punch. I'm quite sensitive to the high ABV. It feels more like a peppery 46 or a softer 48, I think. Could maybe be 50. I mean, maybe. Who knows? I'm slightly confused by the bubbles today. Whiskey Throttle. I just got a hydrometer for my experiment with my Heavens Hill swish barrel. Yeah, shake the bubbles as well. See if you can guess from the bubbles and then use the hydrometer. We should get one. Hydrometer seems too much like cheating for this situation. This you could shake in a bar and have a guess, right? How are we doing for time? Okay.
The finish is wine.
Now,
sort of smoke.
Did you actually like it? Was your first impression that it was good?
Average.
Average.
I mean,
Now, do you mean average for us? Because I was looking at our list and almost every one of these bottles we've rated as fantastic or really good now.
I suppose not that out. It's pretty normal, straightforward. There's no specific.
I mean, it is sweet, but not sherry-like at the beginning. But maybe this is, ex-bourbon and sherry, or maybe it is wine.
But I'm not picking a vanilla.
That's true, not getting the vanilla either. Could it be virgin oak? Sometimes we're thrown by that.
But that would be more vanilla.
I suppose so, but we do sometimes get thrown by it and think maybe it's a sherry or something.
It's one thing. Very apple-like.
Probably quite young. You said thin apple-like. It doesn't have a lot of complexity and depth from that point of view.
Very straightforward.
And the finish, if anything, goes a little artificial sweetener.
Stevia.
Or stevia leaf. You know, that kind of slightly metallic sweet. See, the first sip is very good though.
Yummy.
Now the peat level seems less than I would expect from Ardbeg, for example.
More of speciality.
Yeah.
That of peat.
And it doesn't seem funky enough to be a long row, but I was thinking, could it be a long row red? Is the colour pink?
If anything, it could be a combination of barrels.
There's a little bit of rose petal thing going on as well. Turkish delight, sort of candy, maybe. The painting, it got a bit murky because I think these flavours are a bit murky. There's definitely peat there. There's a bit of green apple, but there seems to be a bit of strawberry winey thing going on as well. And a bit of pepperiness over the top. I almost thought it's like, this is like a sweet peated whiskey that's pretending to be better than it really is.
Well, that's what I thought. It's special. It's bright. Yeah, right.
Comparison time. Here we go. Pay attention to strength and also better or worse. Oh, that's a lot more malty in there.
Emily. Emily, I like that more because it's different, it's unique.
Oh.
It's not that strong ABV.
Quite gentle flavours up front, but then quite punchy ashiness at the end, isn't it?
Beautiful. I like it very
So
much.
better.
Oh, yeah.
What about the strength?
It's 46.
I mean,
47.
by comparison.
I think it's slightly stronger. I think it's more delicate. So I would say 46.
You have another taste. I don't think that tastes stronger now. By the way, this is Lagavulin Offerman.
Oh, it's beautiful. I like it.
The original one, not the Guinness cask.
I remember I keep like it.
Yeah, you've liked this from the beginning.
Oh, yes.
Now, this was only a $75 bottle when we bought it. And it's almost at the bottom of the shelf.
Move forward.
So you're saying that today's isn't getting on the shelf, really?
It's okay. I mean, it's very straightforward, very accurate.
Okay, better or worse? Certainly on the nose, there's a lot more happening in that one. This is quite thin by comparison.
Wow.
Is this better than Offerman?
Oh.
Is it better than Offerman? This is better than...
I like but the friend.
Which one's
But
better?
it's more good. Oh, it's very strong ABV. It's probably really do ABV.
Oh, way deeper and richer. And time is up. Which one is better, this one or Lagavulin?
I go for that one. I like that one very much.
Ardbeg Dark Cove. Excuse the bit of tape here.
It's very gross.
But way better than today's.
But what is the ABV?
46 and a bit something. 46 and a half. Right, today's.
I think it's too blended.
This tastes like a cheap imitation of this one. I think it could be Ardbeg though. No? Well.
It's not bitter enough to be Ardbeg. It's very thin, so I can go either way. I'd rather go for that than more Emily sherry. It's too sherry, so I'd rather go for this.
An older bottling of Port Charlotte Isla Barley. This is 50% ABV. So back to here.
It's softer,
Definitely less than 50.
so it's a 48.
Okay, let's go to the spreadsheet. I have a thought of what this could be. Now, I think it is at least 46. So let's go down to that. But what does that give us? Ardbeg Black. I am going there. Oh, it could be the BenRiach. No, that's supposed to be Ex-Bourbon, isn't it? Kilkerran 12. What if it's Kilkerran 12?
Could be, but we're not picking up the seas.
True. Long row. Paul John Bold is peated. You never know. Could be that. Springbank 18. Another. Oh, could be the Trevan as well. Then we've got a couple. What about Dark Origins? Highland Park Dark Origins. What if it's that? Then there's a couple of compass boxes. I don't think we're at the 50s for Kilhoman. Dark Origin. Oh no.
Look, can you get it?
A lot lighter. It could be Highland Park Dark Origin, but this is much more peaty, I think. So,
Go for this.
I think it's Ardbeg Black.
Go for this.
That's 49% version.
So it's better to be higher or that for
Well, we just tried that Port Charlotte 50%.
And you did it soccer that for free.
No, I think it's a lot less.
So therefore,
This is 49. Okay. I really hope it's not Compass Box No Name, because my memory of this is it's fantastic, and this is just okay. BenRiach, peated.
not enough to finish. Not enough.
Paul John. That's all we got left for Paul John Bold. Kilhoman. What if it's Long Row 21?
Not.
I'm sticking with my Ardbeg, because isn't this is wine finished, isn't it?
What is the difference between black and dark off?
Dark Cove is a heavy sherry, but this isn't it New Zealand wine?
Oh,
hang on.
That's wine, you mean?
Pinot Noir.
You pick up any wine.
I didn't think it was sherry, and I don't think it's ex-bourbon, but it is fruity. Strawberries. Actually, Tim, Donna Pass at the beginning said, the name makes me think of Long Row Pinot Noir. But what about Ardbeg Pinot Noir, Tim? Are we...
It's possible. Actually, the more you drink, the more you like, no. But
No, the initial taste is good
good.
for about the first 30%, and then it just falls off, and it ends up kind of synthetic bitter. Right. Decent guess, Phil. Pete Head is saying. Let's go to the chat before we reveal.
And also a mint finish.
Let's see. Lucas, it reminds me whenever I eat Indian food, my friends are like, not that spicy, while I'm suffocating. I am not a spicy person either.
You are not supposed to be suffocated in the food.
We mistakenly bought some scorpion spice Gouda cheese the other day, which has got these little flecks of scorpion chili in, which are way beyond my abilities. And you don't like spicy food that much either, despite being of spicy origins. Right. Spice Origin, is that another whiskey? What's that, Tim? The more they're not liking it as much as the colour. Don't think it's the Long Row Red as much. No. No. Not excited by the notes, Greg is saying. To be honest, I doubt it's the KK12. Good idea on the Dark Origins. No, I've gone off that idea, Tim. Right, let's catch up. What other guesses are in? Which release of No Name do you have? It's number 1, Greg. The best one. Did Phil really look at the Kilkerran bottle while saying Kilhoman? I probably did, Lucas. Did I say that? Because I've got Kilhoman on my mind because it's down here as well. Probably. Right. Oh, Top Shelf, you are going for the Long Row 21. Dustin is in. What marrying cask is that on your compass box? It's the Kleinlich marrying cask that Deepa is picking.
Cadenhead of Laphroaig. Grannies.
Laphroaig, maybe Craigellachie,
Arran.
and a few other bits.
Oh,
Cameron Bridge. I remember thinking this was great as well when we had
I
it.
was like at that time, but
Okay.
but boring actually.
Last tip. It's kind of a bait and switch. You're like, whoa! Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no. Oh. And you never want the whiskey experience to peak early and then disappoint. If anything, you want it to be a bit like, oh, not much, and then really come up. So, not on the shelf, because Dark Origin is better. Here we go. Ready for the reveal? ABV. 46.
Oh.
So those bubbles, let me just go there again, look. 46% can look like that. And 46% can look like this. Look, they hardly hold up at all, do they? And this one, just out of curiosity, is Tomatin 15. Well, 46%.
46. The sucker.
We preferred Offerman that we paid $75 for, and this is...
Oh no!
It's the BenRiach. It's 17 years old. 148. You were right. It is Speyside Peat.
Because it was not I.
Oh no. We were hoping for better, weren't we?
It is supposed to be good.
This is... I have to say it correctly.
It is supposed to be good.
I'm trying to remember who was looking forward to it. This is Septendecim. Septendecim.
You better read the note.
Let's have a look for a second. No, let's put this up. 17-year BenRiach. Single malt, peated. How do you say this? I looked it up at one point. Septendecim. Septendecim?
Better read the note.
Okay. Let's first pour a bit from the bottle. Did anyone get it?
A sweet beet. Apple?
Where is the colour coming from? It's all coming from the bourbon. Is it? Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Bonus! We have some bonuses to get to.
but read the note.
Okay, I better read the notes. Unusual for a Speyside distillery, at BenRiach, we distill whiskey from both styles of malted barley, non-peated and peated. Okay, let's just go to the notes. Nose, a robust mix of fresh, peaty aromas constructed around a center. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't really want to read the notes. I'm really trying to find out if it's purely ex-bourbon. Who knows? It's 17 in Latin. Ah, yes, of course it is. Did I say Ardbeg Black? I meant BenRiach 17. Simon, me as well. Me also. Oh, the Septendecim. Heard of it. Some friend is a great fan and has a lot of them. I only know the Solstice. And it's a masterpiece. Probably very different stuff. Falsgraf. Septendecim is probably how you would write it or say it. Yeah. That 17-year-old Peter BenRiach is one that I have not yet tried. Foodquig. Hey Andy, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Aquami, according to Whiskey Base, this is matured in ex-bourbon barrels only. Well, they must be quite active, mustn't they? Because that is a pretty robust colour for ex-bourbon, don't you think? So there could be some fresh bourbon barrels, but we weren't picking up any vanilla, funnily enough. I don't think there's any specifics in
I am
here.
not read the note.
Okay, Deepa, I just don't want to read the notes.
Fine, forget it.
What are we going to learn? Rich, summer gold with a fresh harvest barley impression. I mean, that's not helping, is it? Taste. Sweet, concentrated peat flavours dominate from the start. Bold and intense, the peaty heart is united with honey-infused raisins. See, raisins, they're saying raisins for an ex-bourbon. Roasted malts and luxurious leather impression, full-bodied with fantastic length. And see, I didn't want to read the notes. We do want to taste the samples. Hang on.
It's beautiful sour.
Yeah.
Sour, center peat. But no, for 17 years, it's a start off.
Just to finish. Now, I would say I do like it more than the Isle of Barley. Peated. Did you prefer this?
Yeah. But for me, it's a bit more sherry, which is fine.
So, if anything, I would say we've been confused by a fresh bourbon barrel. I don't know. Sweeter than expected. I'm supposed to do something. Oh yeah, get some glasses. We have 2 samples. Are these from Sean? I think these are from Sean. We have a BenRiach 19 single cask, 57% ex-bourbon. And then we have a 30-year Authenticus peated. 30, an old one. Let's go for this one first, because it is similar in as much as it is 19 years and ex-bourbon.
So, not peated, I think it's peated.
Correct. So this is unpeated version of something similar. Now, what's the percentage of this? I don't want to do that high strength version yet, so we're going to go to Authenticus instead. Here we go. We're going to try this. So basically a 30-year, that's okay. 30-year peated.
It's different. It's more of a fine color.
Well, it has a similar kind of tint to it, honestly. Oh, food Quig. Thanks, Quiggy. Put your name in the hat, Quig. 2 names for Quig. Okay. Of course, we should leave this in the glass for a while. Changing my name to Group Pick, Bob. Are there similarities? Let's see. Much less peat in this 30-year-old. Quite fruity. Oh, well that is... I would probably not detect peat in that, especially after having some peated whiskies. But it does go into that older tropical thing, which is actually pretty nice.
It's fine. That's it. Fruit. There's more mint. More licorice.
More complexity. That's actually really nice.
Actually, it is more exotic, but it is more comfy.
This tastes a bit like a very lightly peated Glentocher's older.
I prefer today's.
Okay, go back to today's and try it.
But I don't mean to.
$10 for the hydrometer. Thanks, Whiskey Throttle.
This one much more peated.
Yeah, much more.
Then this one is I prefer that it is more integrated, more comforted.
You know, I am liking it more. The more I go back, the more I'm liking it.
Yeah, I appreciate it more.
It is very good. I'm just going to go Dark Cove again. Oh. While Deepa does some writing.
Not more than me.
Interestingly, Dark Cove tastes much more sherry than peat now. But I do like it more. Try Dark Cove again.
Dark Cove is very ex-bourbon. It's very sherry.
Dark Cove is heavy sherry.
Oh! but the more sherry, but I prefer that one.
Yeah. Okay, let's try the 19-year-old ex-bourbon. Oh, you know, they all have that,
Oh,
they all have that shoe polish note that you said earlier. Bobby J, also for the hydrometer fund. Do I need to get one now?
we got of the carnage different. I think the that I'm giving for
Yes.
whiskey trot.
Throw them in. Bobby J gets another couple in there as well. Oh yeah, we really need to do a giveaway because we're well into July. Right.
Oh, thanks, sweet Bobby.
Where does that leave us? I'm going to go to the chat for a bit. Let's see what people have been saying. Bobby J, Greg's Whiskey Guide. Would you like to try a 30-year of anything someday? Greg has certainly tried some 30s. Nice, this 30-year-old. Oh, you have it, Greg? Oh, I see, Bobby. You're saying you would like to try anything 30. Well, we got the 33-year-old Vega on the sharing list, Bob. I've known the Authenticus when it was 21, then 25, and had the chance to try this 30, but only once. All great. Yeah, I must admit, I quite liked it. Bobby J, you can pick up some 30-year-old blends at great prices, and also single grain like Cameron Bridge. You can get them as well. No backsies, you didn't like it? Oh, I see. No going back. Greg's Whiskey Guide. Then I wish you will try an official Highland Park 30, for instance, in a bar. Alas, price has gone high now. Yes. Okay. Right. Are we on a group pick? I think we are on a group pick because we were convinced there was some sherry wine something in there. Bob, thank you very much.
30 years. Have you got 30 years?
19 year.
19. No,
Maybe take some water because it's 57% if you want to. Nurse Dave, was it Nurse Dave? Nurse Dave last episode was saying Deeper turns into Scotch Hulk at this point. I thought that was pretty funny. You like it? Do you get that shoe polish thing?
Oh, yes.
And I think we had it in here, and I had it in here.
Oh, it is really very good.
Look, I think this is good as well.
It is good. It's just the first art is fantastic.
This, I think...
But knock off, maybe.
It just gets the honorary end of shelf for 1 week. Because we do prefer the Arran 18 over Dark Cove.
Fair enough.
So, it is... I think this is going in the very good category.
Yes.
Right. We need a group pick, don't we? Okay, let's see. Who's shouting out first? Greg has claimed Deep Aside. We need Whiskey Throttle. Hang on. You've been blocked for some reason. Here you go. We've got Deep Aside so far. No, Phil side, Tim's saying. Probably more old ones over there. You never know. We're slowly working our way down. You saying I'm on the old side, Tim? Right. We're going Deep Aside, but I'll pick it. How about that? Let's move on. I think we'll go lower shelf. How about this one? How's the dust factor? The dust factor is quite high, but they're all fairly high dust factor now. 195 for another group pick. Whenever I think group pick, I think that just means that we gave bad notes. Right. Are we ready? Here we go. Time to pick a new bottle. And let's pour it. Well, it's not a bourbon, but it is big bubbled, is it not?
I've not bought it again though.
Is it smoky? Is it sherry? Not getting any smoke.
No smoke.
that is quite different. I like that. Should we pour it back in for later? Right, we will be back on Thursday. That's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, but not enough to try it again.
Oh, okay, not quite nice then for Deepa. She's such a whiskey snob these days.
But Dustin.
Like Dustin. Did you catch that, Dustin? A whiskey snob like Dustin. Deepa's very proud of putting herself in your camp. Right. Okay, Whiskey Throttle. I always pick Deepa's side, whether she's right or not. Gonna pass. Are you going to clear all the bottles before adding any more? Yes, because we're not adding any more. We are just clearing bottles. 100 to go.
But I keep pushing him to buy more.
Well, we have bought more. For example, the Springbank 18, which is the port and ex-bourbon one, which we absolutely love, which I would definitely be putting it up here somewhere, but it's not in blind.
With me, I get more.
Yeah, it means you can drink it anytime you want. Okay, Pete-Ed, thanks for this session. Quality, not quantity, right, Deepa? Yeah. Top Shelf, welcome to the Top Shelf team. Thanks all. We will see you on Thursday and find out what this kind of rosy, fruity one is. Okay. I've got to push another button, haven't I? I'm having another go.